You know when you've been in a relationship for a while, when you start picking up each other's little habits, you know, you like the same music, you dress the same, or you save the world. Margot Kidder, best known for playing Lois Lane in the Superman movies.
Easy, miss. I've got you.
You've got me! Who's got you?
You could say the Man of Steel made quite an impression because the sequel to Margot's acting career is becoming a passionate activist for the environment, like Superman, saving the world. She was arrested at the White House for protesting the construction of the Keystone oil pipeline and also for mental health. Margot herself has battled bipolar disorder that led to a highly publicized breakdown nearly 17 years ago. And she's continued with the acting career that's seen her work with everyone from Norman Jewison to Richard Pryor.
Do you want to leave?
With you? Why not?
She's played a real-life leading lady as well to Pierre Trudeau, who inspired her to take a stand.
Do we have to wait until some Canadian kids come home dead before Canada stands up and goes, this is insane?
Please welcome to the program, Margot Kidder.
Good to see you.
How are you?
Hi, good.
Welcome.
Thank you. I'm one of your hugest fans.
You're very sweet to say that.
For years and years and years, yeah.
You're very kind.
So we're waiting for you to come to the States.
Oh, well, you're northern Montana. You're in Montana. But
I'm in southern
Montana. Yeah, but in
Montana.
northern Montana, you can watch CBC, right?
Yeah.
I like when good guests come on the show. I especially like it when they bring their dogs. You bring your dogs
I
out
do
here
have
today.
my dogs, Pierre and Sally.
There you go,
There's
Pierre.
just a little Pierre hair here.
Pierre.
Yeah, Pierre.
Obviously, you dated Pierre Trudeau, but why'd you name him Pierre after him?
Well, I did name him after Pierre.
Yeah.
Actually, when Pierre died, I was really, really sad, and I got this puppy. And it wasn't quite the same as snuggling the human Pierre, but pretty darn good.
There's lots to talk with you, but I want to get on this, you being arrested at the White House. I love that.
Yeah, I did too, actually. It was fun, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, did you set out to get arrested that day?
We did. There was a wonderful group, which I'm now a part of the leadership of, called 350.org, which is a group trying to teach people about climate change and wake them up to the very, very real dangers that we're facing right now.
This is specific to the Keystone Pipeline, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Keystone Pipeline, as I'm sure you all know, is proposed to go from the tar sands in Alberta down to Houston, where the oil will be exported. And so there were a lot of people who were horrified by the potential catastrophes in such a pipeline.
See, we know this, so we as people know this happens, but we elect, like the people, the democracy elects a government that knows this, and they think that this is one of the reasons why our economy is stable. How do you get the message out? Can you even get the message out in the end?
Well, the first thing people have to start facing, contrary to the advertising fed to us by oil and gas companies, is that environmentalism and economic stability go hand in hand on any long-term basis.
How did you come to this, to be like this?
I mean, I guess I came to politics because our family always argued over politics over dinner. I don't know about yours.
Yeah, sure.
I think you get that bug pretty early. Daddy was an American conservative, and Mummy was a NDP liberal sometimes, but NDP, very Canadian woman. And it was the way dinner table conversation went. And then somebody asked me when I first got politically active, and I wasn't sure until I found in my file cabinet a letter from the 60s from the office of the Prime Minister, and it was Pierre, and it said, "Dear Miss Kidder, the Prime Minister never minds criticism, no matter how graphically it's expressed."
Did you show him that letter?
No,
when you
but
were
I
snuggling?
mentioned it to him. We had a good laugh.
I'm sure you've heard that Justin's announced his...
I'm just thrilled. I think it's wonderful. I haven't known him since he was a kid, but I just adored him. He wanted to be an actor when he was a kid. And he, too, there's a guy, most politicians are not what you'd call moral right off the bat. That wouldn't be the word that springs to mind. Let's face it. And I don't think any of those kids could not be moral.
Big part of your story has been the different parts of your career. There's the political part, the Superman was its own thing. The mental health story was a part of it. How do you feel about that story now?
It's old news. I flipped out almost 17 years ago now. Yeah. And still, I have people in the airports going, "Are you okay?"
Really?
And it's sort of sweet and touching, but at the same time, you want to go, "It was 17 years ago." So I feel very lucky that I got the kind of help that I did and it was sheer luck. It certainly wasn't any brilliance of mine, where I got people who didn't insist I get drugged to the gills with a lot of mind-numbing things that basically turn you into a vegetable, and who taught me how to get better naturally. And so I feel really, really, really blessed
Do you
by
think
that.
we're having the right conversation about mental health? Like, people in general, is the conversation about mental health issues today the right kind?
No, because I don't think there's a difference between mental health and health. What's left out of the mental health conversation is the fact that your brain is an organ of your body, and therefore if there's something sick in your body, the chances are there's something sick in your brain, and that you heal the two of them at the same time.
It's really nice to see you. Thanks so much for coming in today.
Thanks. I'm so glad I finally met you.
I really appreciate it. Margot Kidder, everybody. See you right back.